So the best thing about Ponderosa is your Ponderosa meal. And this morning, you best believe that we're going to have some blueberry pancakes up in this bitch. So come on over. Let's enjoy some pancakes and just have a good time. I will say, I'm really, really excited to be a jury member, especially in an all-star season. I mean, that's the thing is, like, this game was hard and people played really, really good. So the fact that I'm even on jury, I mean, that's a triumph in itself. So I think for me, being the mayor of Ponderosa, I think when people come in here, it's really making sure people understand, you know, if you're feeling bitter or you're feeling upset in the game, just always remember game respects game. You know, don't be bitter, be better. That's kind of my mentality, is just understand it's a game. You got outplayed in some capacity. You know, was I blindsided? No. I saw that shit coming real fast, you know. But, you know, you have to respect the gameplay, and I respected Kylie, what she was doing. I mean, good for her. So as a jury member, I mean, the biggest thing is, like, you want to make sure you see the game as of its entirety, you know, like, and especially in an all-star season, it goes beyond just, like, you know, who outplayed, who outwit, who outlasted. Like, for me, it's like you are representing the all-stars cast for DCP. What makes an all-star? And for me, it's not just great gameplay, you know, it's like, it's just everything, you know, it's the total package. Like, how did you make mistakes in this game, but then adapt? How are you on the bottom, but then you like maneuvered your way through? How did you use your social game with crazy advantages that have yet to be played, by the way? That's crazy. We're in top 10 and nothing's been actually like played yet. That's insane. So for me, it's just the bigger picture of things, just trying to figure out, you know, who's going to earn my vote is the person who just really represents the all-stars theme, represents us as a whole, and just can really just, you know, be that person for us. So to me, being a DCP all-star, what does that mean? Ultimately, I mean, we all have unfinished business, you know, and whether you're like Karen and you won the game, there's probably pieces of your game that you want to go ahead and really refine, you know, or somebody like, you know, like Ashley, who got rocked out in her season, you know, or myself, when somebody goes ahead and just throws my name out there in a live tribal and I go home because I'm so speechless. It's like we want to challenge ourselves to really show that we know what to do and we have what it takes. And that's where I did it, you know, and I had an absolute blast playing this game. I mean, not only did I meet some incredible fucking people, you know, but like we all came to play. We all came in with this mentality of we have something to prove and let's just go crazy and fucking do this. And we did it. We fucking did it.
I think I'm going to probably make myself a deluxe breakfast sandwich. I'm a breakfast sandwich guy. I think I'm going to make, like, probably in an hour or so, make some sausage and eggs. And I might even do it like a hash brown sandwich. Make them out of the you know, those little hash brown things like I got from Trader Joe's, and make myself a hash brown breakfast sandwich. Not blindsided. I knew it was going to be me. Right near the end, Zucker had alerted me that my name was being thrown around. I know his was too, but the fact that nobody else had really mentioned it and I jumped in, like, I kind of figured mine would be the name. I took a gamble on going to exile, knowing the fact that it would leave, my goal was to leave a Lex and Kylie battle, and I knew if Kylie won, I'd be gone. If Kylie remained, like, I knew that battle was coming either way, and so I figured let the battle commence, and I thought that we had enough people to save Lex. It turns out we didn't, so I kind of regret going. You know what I mean? Of that gamble did not pay off. And my allies did not come to bat for me. So, frankly, like, anytime that sort of a thing happens at this stage of the game, you kind of know where you stood now. And I think I stood as a lot of people's fourth, fifth, sixth option. And so when it came to bat, like, I wasn't gonna win many battles this time. So whether it's, you know, going out 10th or 7th, it's all the same. It means a lot, actually. This is a great community. It's very supportive, and just full of great people. I was very happy to be considered, considering like that my placements weren't the best, right? I had to get medevaced out of one season, and the other, I did well. I was in a majority alliance for the most of the thing. but ended up getting blindsided at 7. I feel like I did come to play here, and I feel like I earned that role of an all-star, even if it's just for the fact that I did my best to make big moments and do cool shit. And so that was a big fun thing for me.
What does being a DCP All-Star mean to me? First, it means a chance to come back and prove myself against some of the best people to have played this game. And especially having gone out in rocks, it's nice to have a chance to come back again and, try for an opportunity not to go out by random chance and to either go out as a winner, which didn't happen, or to go out through a legitimate vote. It also means an opportunity to meet new friends. I found that DCP does some of the best casting out of any of the orgs I've heard of or been a part of. And the quality and caliber of the people that they bring in is just incredible. And I've met some such good friends through this community, and being an all-star was no exception. It meant a chance to raise money for a cause that means a tremendous amount to me and does a lot of good. And last, and actually not least at all, probably the most significant, is it was a chance to come back and play the game as my authentic self and to see how I would do, and to show myself to this community and to the people I played the game with and the viewers. And yeah, I loved the opportunity, and it was great. And I'm so thankful for DCP for putting it on and for casting me.
It was such an honor to be selected to be one of the 18 people that represented DCP All Stars. When the application came out and I knew that there was going to be an All Star season, I definitely wanted to be a part of it. I felt like in Monte Carlo, I was so close to just getting to the end, and ultimately I knew that I had made some decisions that if I were just playing my own game that I wouldn't have necessarily made. And so I felt like I had something to prove. And I think that I took advantage of the opportunities that I had in this game and made the most of them. I just wanted to play my game, and no matter what, I think that I can definitely own that this season, that I played the game that I wanted to play. I made the moves that I wanted to make, and it was a wild ride. This format was unlike anything that I've ever seen before, the combine between the long game and the mini. And our whole cast, we went so hard for these 10 days, and we all just played so hard, and it has been really, really fun getting to know all of these people and to experience this, and hopefully just have brought a fun, entertaining season for everyone that watched it, but also everyone that got to play and be involved. And so I'm just glad that I got to be a small part of that.
I went to Chipotle and got a burrito bowl last night after everything was done. I was like, I'm gonna go. Like, this is my celebratory dinner, I guess. I was like, damn, I want to play this so bad. Like, I've played a couple of games since Trinity Falls, and they were fun and they were great, but I don't know. Production quality just didn't compare, and I had so much fun with DCP the first time around. I was like, I want any excuse to be able to play a DCP game again. And there's just so much of me that wanted to be worthy of playing All Stars. And then there's also the negative thoughts creep in at times and are like, well, did I even play good enough the first time around to make it? Especially since I feel like our Trinity Falls had a lot of big personalities. And I was like, well, I have a feeling like I'm not at the top of that list, but just overall was so happy that I even just got the chance to play, and that almost being voted out first really sucked. But then getting a second chance, this whole game for me was literally just a roller coaster. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I have no regrets. I'm happy with how I played the game. And yeah, I'm overall happy and content with the result.
I brought a case actually to Ponderosa, so we're good. I don't want to forever be Suri because this is now game 27 that I've played, and I've never had a chance to sit at the end. And I know that I could win at any point if I ever got a chance to sit at the end because I'm a talker. But sometimes you have to go play. Spoiler alert! Sometimes you have to go play the traitors to win. So maybe I'll just do that to a game that, like I keep telling everyone, this is top 3 games I've ever played the first time around, and the fact that I was brought back to one of those, a game that I really enjoyed for an all-star season, like you can't beat that. So yeah, I'd say everything.
I've never been in a DCP Ponderosa, so I don't know how fun it is. Like, are we gonna have drinks? Are we like, I wasn't even sure if when I joined there would be anyone there. I thought it might just be like shut off cameras and muted mics and me just being like, hey, but they seem to be having a great time. So I mean, I obviously don't have any plans for today because I planned to, be the DCP Sandra, but doesn't always work out. But I don't know. 5th place is pretty good for coming in as a winner in an all-stars game with people who aren't dumb. DCP is very like near and dear to my heart because the production members are people who I kind of found like when I was first discovering online reality games. And Yasawa Islands was the first game I ever won. So I had probably played like 8 to 10 games before that happened. And so like I will always remember that. Like anytime I win, I'm always going to remember that because it's a difficult achievement. But that was like the first one ever. And I was like, just couldn't believe it. I was so excited about it. So, yeah, of course I was going to come back for All Stars if invited. And of course he'd invite me, but, but yeah, it'll always be like a special one for me.
I mean, I can't accurately translate how much it really does mean to me. To not just be considered one of the favorites for my season, to have been given this invitation, this opportunity to come back and play the game again, not just for another season, but for particularly an all-star season. And to have found out that I was one of the first names that people wanted back. It means so much to me. Like I felt like with my first game that, when I went out, I didn't agree with the move. I felt like I had a lot left in the tank to prove in the game. So I waited my time to help, I guess, prepare myself at the best opportunity I felt. So I felt now was that time. I felt the All-Star season, having been an early merge boot, my first game, I would maybe not be perceived as that initial target, the initial person that people would want to go for, and I could find my footing. So I'm just so fortunate to have been invited back, to have made the leap to come back and to play as good a game as I feel like I could have played given my skill set. I don't have many people in my life that are as invested in Survivor, as into the game as much as me. I've convinced my wife right back there to be the Survivor nerd that I am, and she loves it just as much as I do. So if that were it, that would mean the world to me. But to have another world where I have my Survivor DCP family, again, I just can't accurately portray how much it means to me and how thankful I am to have met every one of you.